Hey everyone, welcome back to Astro Week Who's Hot This Week Horoscopes for the week of June 13th to 19th, 2016 that I write for the Echo newspapers in supernatural good old Kamloops, BC, where I'll be visiting in a couple of weeks. I'll be visiting in July to say hello to some of my friends there, some old friends there. And the all presented by the sunnyside.net. Hey everyone, I'm Sonny. Alright, first things first, just to let you know why my face is so shiny today. Normally I put coconut oil on my face for no particular reason, to keep me looking young and beautiful. My mom's used to do it, and I don't know if she still does, and she looks half my age. And but today I'm using Johnson's baby oil gel. Now I know Barbie doesn't like, she frowns when I use this stuff, but this one has aloe and vitamin E. But I thought I would give it a shot. It's kind of cheap. Coconut oil is really expensive, and I didn't really want to go shop at that store anyway, so make friends much, bloody not lately. Anyways, when you're putting stuff on your face, make sure there's no stuff with alcohol on it, right? It's going to dry out your skin instead of moisturize it, depending on what you want to do. And it's a mistake I make all the time, but whatever, I'm gonna give this new product a shot and see where it leads. And it's kind of fun for me. And that's about it. Not that you need to know that, but I'll let you know that. Also, coming up, I'm gonna do a couple. I did the Chubby Bunny challenge, and I put that in to a music video I shot recently. I was playing Summertime on my sax, and I needed some video to go along with this music, so I decided to do the Chubby Bunny challenge. The kids love it, I love it, it's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys like it too. On top of all of that, looks like I'm going to shoot a couple more joke videos right after this. Holy smokes, the construction across the street's getting loud. They're putting up 2 super condos right across the street. It's good for business, right? This is the music studio. And yeah, if you're looking for us here in North Vancouver, just find the construction, we're across the street. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked. Alright, so I'm going to do some more jokes video. Little Victoria in Richmond and Iman downtown, they both are super into the jokes, and they both constantly tell me jokes, and they make me write them down, and they write them on the board, and I think they're really cute and they're a lot of fun, and they like it. And they're my students, and if my students want something, they're definitely going to get it. If I can give it to them, they're getting it. So I'm going to shoot a couple of joke videos for them, and I hope you guys like it as well. What else is going on? Tomorrow, Friday, June 10th at around 3:30 to 5:30, Jordan's going to be performing in the square here at 14th and Lonsdale. If you guys can make it, it's in North Vancouver. You guys can make it. It'd be wonderful if you can drop by and say hi. It was, I set it up under Mercury retrograde. It wasn't the easiest thing. There were a lot of communication breakdowns, and I got the date wrong, and we had to switch it around, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. But that's all part of dealing with stuff under Mercury retrograde. And once you know that it's going to be a little tight going in, it's not so much of a squeeze coming out. Just to let you guys know. And so I'm cool with it, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Next week we have. I think next week's going to be a good week astrologically. Oh no, wait, next week is what I wrote. Alright, so I'll tell you the overview in a sec. But we have our recital next week, so for all the kids watching up here on the North Shore, we have our recital, and the next recital, I'll see if I can drag some of my Richmond students up here. They're getting really good, and it's on the 18th at the big church over on Mount Seymour Parkway. And I hope everybody, I'll see you there. If I don't see you sometime this week, I'll see you there. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon. My students are the best. By far and away, they're the best. And that's about it. I'll tell you guys something about my students. And the craziest thing, in all the years I've been teaching, this is the first time a whole bunch of students are so good at their instruments. On the recommendation of their teachers at school, they've a whole bunch, like 5, 6, 7 of them, 8, 9, like a whole bunch, are switching around their instruments. So flute players are playing saxophone players are, clarinet players are playing flute, and back flutes are going to clarinet. It's really neat. They're all They're all doubling. They're all little woodwind doublers. It's really cool. Oh my goodness. I remember back at Hover. I remember they're like one of the best sax players in the world right now. His name is Kenji Omai, and Kenji was studying. He was back at Humber when I was, and I remember the guys come, like Eddie or one of the teachers walks up to Kenji and he's like, "Kenji, you gotta play flute clip." It's like, "I know you're an amazing alto player. Tenor's not a double. Get it together, man." Guys would be bugging him. "Where's your flute? And where's your clarinet?" He's like the best sax in the world, right? Kenji's insanely good. And oh my goodness, it's funny. And so, anyways, and I get it when I go to other places. It's like, "You play flute and sax and like what are you talking about, man? That's the gig." You know, I don't know how many times I show up on the gig and they ask me these things. They're like, "It's in my bag. Look, my sax case is right there. It's got 2 giant pockets, one for a clarinet, one for a flute." Sorry, man, that's just the way the business is. Like, I don't know where your teachers come from, but they sure don't come from the show. So, anyways, chill. Everybody chill. Just saying, it knocks me out that my students have progressed so far that they're and like I'm very grade 6, grade 8. You know, this is heavy RCM stuff, and so I'm proud of them. Oh, and while I'm talking about my students, before I get to the overview, should come after, right? But here's a quick heads up. Is this dragging on and on again? What kind of time is going on this thing? Oh, great, that function is currently not available. 6 minutes. Alright, here we go. So, my student Ornella, my little sax student up here on the North Shore, she went and did her first RCM grade 1 saxophone exam yesterday, and I went to see her. It's just a couple of blocks away, and she was awesome. So I'm super proud of you. I'm proud of all of my students who take the exams, and I'm proud of all of my students. And but I'm especially proud when the students stand up and they go through the test. You know, I'm one of those guys. I'm just happy about it. So to Arnella, thank you. Thank you. Could you imagine a teacher thanking you because you did a test, right? But thank you. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the conservatory to have new people come in. And on behalf of Music Everywhere, we have a new sax player. We have a new player. Thanks, Ornella. You're awesome. I wish you the absolute best. Thank you for doing your best. And I'll see you soon. And have a wonderful weekend. All right, let's get to some horoscopes, man. Sonny, you can go on and on and on and on about all your students, but what do you want? Ah, that's so sweet. Yes, Sonny, why don't you say it out loud? This week, here's the overview for the week. This week, the moon is going to be in diplomatic, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful on the inside and outside. You know, I got a lot of slack from one of these guys recently. I'm like, you know, I keep teasing her that she's so pretty, and she's like, "Sonny, it's not always that easy, don't you say it?" I'm like, I could call you something else, you know. Let's stay with the good words for a while we're here. So anyways, diplomatic, definitely wishy-washy, definitely flaky, definitely has trouble making up their mind, and I definitely don't care. And that goes double when we're in person. I just don't care. And so but it is a good energy. It's fair play. It likes to balance things out, and the energy is definitely Libra, ruled by Venus. So this week, or the beginning of next week anyways, 13th to 19th, you can expect balance, fair play. You can expect people to be polite, but you know, don't mistake polite for nice. I don't really have, you know, I stretched out the beginning, so we're not going to mumble too much, but polite doesn't mean nice. Polite doesn't mean friendly. Polite does not mean forgiving. Polite means polite. You can say, tell someone off in a polite way, you know, doesn't make it nice. Or you could use hard words being nice. You know, anyways, I try not to, the hypnotist, right, who specializes in language, I try not to get too hung up on the difference between, I try to, you gotta watch it, right? Just because someone's polite doesn't mean they're not being off color to you. And that's about it. Anyway, so that's the energy. It's going to be diplomatic, beautiful. If you're in a relationship, that's great. If you're not in a relationship, it's a great time. The Libra energy is relationship energy, so it's going to want to do things together. Remember, Libra likes to be with the star, so be the star, and everything will be cool. And, team up. I expect everyone to be in groups, and I expect it to be fun. Actually, yeah, it should be fun, summery, flowery, beautiful. It's a walk through the garden kind of thing. Walk through the garden is kind of a Taurus thing, right? But Libra doesn't mind it. Although Libra energy prefers more, intellectual or cerebral stimulation, whereas Taurus likes to physically walk through it and smell the flowers and touch everything. Libra likes to observe it and hear stories about it. And so, they do like to be close to it. Anyways, that's the difference between Venus, that's the difference between Libra and Taurus. And that's going to be for the first half of the week. In the second half of the week, the moon is going to shift over into cold. Ooh, cold in the summer, Sonny. Ooh, cold as a 7-Eleven Super Slurpee with 3 flavors. That cold? Yeah, it's that cold. That's it's cold as a Dairy Queen Blizzard. Cold? Yeah, cold. All right, it's going to switch over into transformative, secretive, although they don't mean it. And anyways, it's going to shift over into Scorpio, which is probably going to uncover some secrets. So again, if people I'm winging this one, so I'm just telling you, and it's always interesting on how it comes out when you just blah blah blah. But it looks like, just off the top of my head for next week anyways, that we're all going to be diplomatic. But under the diplomacy of Libra, sometimes the truth gets brushed under the rug, so to speak. Libra is not known as the most honest sign on the planet, and although Scorpio, although they're super secretive, it is one of the more honest signs. If you not one of the most honest sign is Sagittarius. So if you can see the progression that we're going here, a little bit of wishy-washy, a little bit of flaky, a little bit of telling you what you want to hear, and then Scorpio, that's in Libra, and just to keep the peace, because they haven't made up their mind which way to go yet. And then Scorpio's going to come along and say, you know what, I'm not jiggy with that, so you better take a step. And so, and then Sagittarius comes along, everything is cool, everyone is optimistic, and everyone is happy, and just straight shooting, and it's honest fun. And that's what's going to happen next weekend during our recital. We're going to have a lot of fun. And so, that's what's going on for next week. So, we're going to be in diplomatic Libra, so you can expect, a little bit of balance, a little bit of honesty, and then it's going to go into Scorpio, and secrets are going to become uncovered. What's hidden will be revealed. So some of the signs that have stuff that's hidden in your chart, expect it to come out. And then on the weekend, we're going to be in full steam ahead with the fun. Jovial and benevolent and super awesome Sagittarius. And that's it. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Here's the joke. Special shout out to my little student. Oh, Victoria's got a good one, but she's not getting a shout out today. She's going to do the joke video, but I have to write it down. So this is from Iman. This is from little Iman downtown. Joke of the week. How do you make 7 an even number? Take away the S. Alright. This is my day job. Can't quit this. Alright, whatever. Here we go. And that brings us to the individual scopes for the weekend of June 13th to June 19th, 2016 that I write for the Echo newspapers and Supernatural, Kamloops, BC, that I will be visiting next month to visit some very close and very old friends of mine. So next month, if you see me wandering the streets, streets of Kamloops, make sure you drop by, make sure you say hello. And that's about it. Did we do everything? We covered the overview, Send a shout out to Iman. Oh yeah, sup Iman. Okay, shout out to Iman. Jokes videos. I'm not sure if I mentioned it. We're gonna be in the square on the 10th. Then we're gonna be in the church. So Jordan's gonna be singing in the church at the square tomorrow. We're doing that, and then we have a recital in the church next week, which is at the end of this week's video. Not good with the time thing, you know. So, anyways, here we go. Do 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 do. Yes. Dear Aries, personal relationships have your attention as efforts are poured into a joint financial project. You'll want to go more than halfway for the team, but unexpected events will leave you asking questions. Love encourages honest communication. Dear Taurus, although you're uncharacteristically impulsive in love and taking chances where you'd normally take your time, efforts are noticed with a welcoming smile. Invite your latest affection out for a long walk and skip dessert. Health becomes a priority. Dear Gemini, the daily pace heats up with chores you thought were finished. That kind of sucks, but, you know. This is a second chance to get things right and set your intention for success, so don't fret. Aggressive impulses in love bridge two hearts that were drifting apart. Do you guys like that? I thought that was good writing right there too. Dear Gemini, aggressive impulses in love bridge two hearts that were drifting apart. Dear Cancer, unexpected public encounters could spark a new direction in your career. Watch your temper, however, when the conversation begins to stray from your current goals. Love favors a confident stand. Dear Leo, dear Leo. Dear Leo, love is currently arriving through your friends, the internet, and your professional network. If you're looking for either love or money, then ask your friends for ideas. If they don't know you're looking, then they can't help. Dear Virgo, it's full steam ahead in all public activities. The best chance for success in the next 2 weeks is to stay visible, open, and receptive. Not all ideas or offers will be worth a second look, but somewhere in the pile is a beautiful new offer. Dear Libra, arguments over money could change your relationship status in the blink of a heartbeat. Exotic adventures call with a weekend escape, but chores come first. Double check that the stove is turned off before you escape the grind. Dear Scorpio, a shift in energy and a surprise hello have you realizing what has been real in love and what's just been an illusion. Continue to distance yourself from hidden agendas and follow the yeses. Astro energy is on your side for fresh starts. It's going to be a good week, Scorp. I think there are illusions that, you know, whatever. Next. Dear Sagittarius, it might seem like you're reaching out in love, but sometimes even more is required. How much is enough to win the heart that you're currently after? Like, geez, Sonny, this is taking forever. Good. Sag, keep going until they're safely in your arms. You know, enough is enough. Not almost enough. You gotta, you know. Dear Capricorn, too much planning or time at the office is simply not a fun way to spend your week. Get to the gym or get outside and shake things up a bit. Love is coming shortly and you're gonna want to look your best. Yeah, seriously. Alright, dear Aquarius, mixing business with pleasure will result in an interesting outcome. Logic might tell you to take a chance, but your heart has other ideas. Personal finances remain sketchy, but joint finances are strong. Team up and make your wallet happy. Dearest Pisces, although good things are progressing on the home front, something at a distance has your attention. Additionally, higher learning and professional skills go through an upgrade. Hit the books and get ready. You'll need your new skills professionally sooner than you think. And that brings us to this week's lucky and love signs are Scorpio and Taurus, with Gemini and Sagittarius heating up fast. As for everyone else, Be a super amazing, fantastic wing. And pick up the check from the sunnyside.net. I'm a very greasy Sonny. Wishing everyone the absolutely best of a beautiful week. And I'll see you soon.